Hi guys, I'm here today with my good friend Robert from Uganda. Hi Robert.
Hi, Steve.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Robert runs an orphanage in Uganda, so why don't you tell us a little bit about the orphanage and what you do?
Thank you, Steve. Hi, friends. I'm Robert. Like Steve says, my wife and I, my wife is Esther. We do run an orphanage, or a children's home, which is called King's Kid Home. And we do take care of children whose parents have died. And some of you have known the scourge of HIV/AIDS. And currently we are taking care of over 300 kids in this school. But we do have a children's home which we have 138 children that we take care of on a very regular daily basis, giving them accommodation, like a home environment. They stay in the home, in our home, and we feed them 3 meals a day. We give them an education in an elementary school or primary school. And currently we are in the business or in the project of constructing a high school so that they can have all their education up to high school. Yeah. So that's what we're doing currently.
Wonderful. And we met, about 10 years ago?
About 10 years ago, actually 11, I think.
11, yeah. So it was somebody that I'd mentored, a couple, Paul and Kathy Price, who introduced me to Robert. We went over, didn't we, with Lucy and my mum. We came to see you.
Your mum and your kids. And
that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I think, going back, what we did was sort of helped you fund certain projects.
Yes,
so
that was quite a good start. And you helped us purchase 20 acres of land, and that is still up and running, feeding our kids. Yeah. And our kids are learning to grow their own food on that acreage of land. But also you helped us buy a water well, it's functioning really good, and it's now even motorized, so kids are not only motorized, but also the water has been purified so they can drink off the tap, like you guys here drink on the tap.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, that's brilliant. So the current project is for the high school.
Yeah, the current project is for the high school. So we want to build blocks of 6 classrooms and a vocational training center, because these kids, some of them don't have the ability to go to university. So what we do, we want to give them opportunity to do skills development, like tailoring, like bricklaying, and all that kind of skill development. Yeah. So the high school and the vocational school is the current project that we're up to.
Brilliant. Okay. Wonderful. Great. Yeah, and I think I talk a lot about be more, do more, have more, give more, and that give more element is a big part of what we're about, right? And what this community is about, really. So I think if any of you would like to support, donate, I can give you my wholehearted endorsement.
Thank you.
That what Robert does and Esther. And the team over there is just amazing, actually. The kids, very desperate situations that they come from, where they've lost both of their parents, and they're looked after. And I think when we first met, it was quite interesting, wasn't it? Because I came with like a business perspective,
right?
And I sort of said to you, you were renting the land and you were renting the buildings and buying food and having to go miles for water.
Yep.
And I remember a conversation Robert and I had when we were over in Uganda, and basically I sort of said, well, how much would it cost to buy the land and build the buildings? And I think from memory your answer was it was about 9 months worth of what the rent would have been.
Exactly.
And I was well, why don't you buy it then? And it's like, well, we find it hard to pay next month's rent, let alone having 9 months rent.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was really our kind of philosophy when we helped get involved, was how can we help you become self-sustaining?
Exactly.
And to see what you've done, from, what was it, 200, I think, children when we first got involved?
230, and now we have over 300.
Yeah.
And you're right, Steve, because your challenge was so important, because we really had to raise the bar to make sure that we go to the self-sustaining progress, which is now really where we're at. Sure. At least we know that we are somewhere there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also, unlike a lot of charities, why we, would big supporters for such a long time is because 100% of the money is going to go exactly
That's
to where
correct.
it's needed.
Yep.
And it's going to go on food and medical supplies and teachers and to actually have projects. So those of you that are giving, well done, congratulations. But if you're not and you want a cause and you want to help somebody who, as I say, gets my 100% seal of approval, trust in terms of what you do and how you do it, what would be the best way for people to get involved and donate?
Well, one of the best ways to give is to give through our website, which is kingskidhome.com.
Okay, I'll put a link in there. We'll put a link in the post below.
Thank you. And also they can also give through you if they can contact you. We'll appreciate that. I don't know if
sure,
that's
probably better to do it directly.
If they do it directly, that will be the best, which is kingskidhome.com, or through Links International. Links is also one of the charities in UK which supports us, and they just support to channel the funds which are given. So that's another one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I think what you like more, like one-off payments, obviously, but actually it's a sustainable monthly donation. So whether it's £10 a month or £50 or £100 or £200,
that's right.
All of those things can build up. So if there were 40, 50 people out of this community all doing £100 a month, that's £5,000.
That's
so,
right. That'd be great.
That would be awesome. So
we'll feed the whole village.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. So yes, please give generously. Those of you that are inclined to do so. Thanks for coming. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.